So this video is going to be called, You Spent How Much on Buckets? So these are the Obsessed Garage buckets, what they call the Obsessed Garage bucket package. It comes with 3 buckets that are designed for wash, rinse, and wheels, with dollies, with wheels for them, with a connecting plate. There's a bunch of stuff here. So I'm going to go through. I just unboxed this. All I've done is literally taken out of the box and set it on the floor. So I'm going to go through the building of it, and then I'm going to give you my honest opinion on them and whether or not I think they're worth it, if that makes sense. So first off, what do you get? Well, you get 3 buckets. This is a rinse bucket. It's a 6-gallon bucket. This is a wash bucket, 6-gallon bucket. This is a wheel bucket, again, 6-gallon bucket. The buckets are from Letica, L-E-T-I-C-A. I've looked for black buckets on other sellers from Letica, and I haven't been able to find them in the 6-gallon capacity, so they must be some sort of custom thing they're doing for OG. The white ones I have been able to find. Each of these buckets has in it a grit guard. This is what the grit guard looks like, and this is designed to have all of the crap fall below it so that it stays in the bottom of the bucket. So there's one in each bucket, and they rest probably, I don't know, 1/5 of the way off of the bottom of the bucket. They don't quite touch the bottom. So what else do we get? We get gamma seals. This is a gamma seal. It is a lid, and the lids are designed to be a screw-on sealing lid. So you can snap these into place like that. And then this unscrews. Make sure I have that on. No, I don't. There we go. Okay, so there's one. They've made this package in white for a long time. The black one was a M2 giveaway item, so I ordered it because of that. Really, I just wanted a bunch of entries, and I thought this would be cool to try out the package and see how it is, because I have a single bucket from them, but I've never used their dollies or their wheels or their other stuff that they do. So that's that. Okay, gamma seal installed. So I've actually used the gamma seal before. I have it on another bucket. They work really well. What's nice about them is that they're pretty well sealed. So if you did waterless, or you need to carry a bucket of supplies or something like that in your car and it did fall over, it wouldn't leak all over your trunk, which is kind of cool. So anyway. All right, so now we've got 3 of these bases. I've got 5-pack of wheels, 5-pack of wheels, 5-pack of wheels, 3, 6, 9 of these bolts, and then a metal plate. So wheels stays separate and wash and rinse connect together. So let's do the wheels one first. So let's just open up a pack of wheels. Grab one of these. So these should just push in like that. There we go. 1. Okay, so there is the single grit guard bucket dolly. And the wheels on it are pretty nice. 2 of them have locks on them, and 3 of them do not. So that's pretty cool. So you could lock them, like I have problems with my buckets rolling away from the wall sometimes, so you could lock them in place. So this will be my wheels bucket, and I will center that here. And there are these plastic bolts here that kind of screw it into place. Insert the bolts, do not force or cross thread, finger tighten only. So These are already like pre-drilled and tapped for these. Okay, so there's one. So one thing that I will say is all of these bucket dollies always have 3 bolts. And I've never really understood that. Like, yes, you need 3, but you don't have to limit yourself to 3. Like, I'd rather see a bucket dolly that has 5 bolts and have it, you know, hold the bucket all the way around, because you end up like, in order to be able to pick the bucket up and have the dolly come with it, you have to have it unreasonably tight, and it kind of like deforms the bottom of the bucket. So I don't know, that is something that, like, my Chemical Guys buckets are the same way, so that's not a problem that's unique to OG. But it would have been cool if somebody did a dolly with 5 of these. Like, why not just have one over every wheel? There's 5 wheels, have 5 threaded things. But maybe one day there will be an improved garage bucket package, and that will have better thought out items. Not that this is bad. So the first thing that I will say is this dolly is way thicker than what I'm used to from my Chemical Guys ones. The Chemical Guys dollies are, the plastic is pretty thin, and when you tighten these up, it kind of really deforms. All right, so there's the wheel bucket fully assembled. The dolly is installed, and there's obviously locks on the wheels, which are cool. It does roll around really easily. The height is nice from a not having to bend down so far perspective, so that's pretty cool. Let's put together the other buckets that bolt together and see what that turns out to be. All right, so on this one, these bucket dollies, because I have the metal plates, I have to put the wheels through the metal plates. Connector plate works with both 2 and 3 inch casters. Make sure you use the non-locking wheels. So we're just gonna do non-locking wheel. Through the plate. Non-locking wheel. And then locking wheel, non-locking wheel, locking wheel. So there's one. Now we're going to connect the other. All right, so there we have our double bucket dolly. I've got 3 more of these screws to install, so let's just get those started without the buckets in here. I think that'll be a little easier. All right, so now we're gonna do the rinse bucket and the wash bucket, and we will screw those into place. All right, here is the Obsessed Garage bucket package. They are black. The stickers are pre-installed, so I didn't have to screw that up. Gamma seals on top. These open up, and there you can see what's inside. The grit guard. The wash and rinse are connected via this diamond plate in the center, which is cool. And then here is the wheel bucket, which is a singular separate bucket that you're supposed to take along with you when you're doing your wheels. So, as far as the depth is concerned, it's deep enough that the tools are kind of hidden in there, but not deep enough that you can't grab them. So that's kind of nice. So let's, you put like our Microfiber Madness and Credit brush in there. You can put our Easy Detail brush in there. There we are. So, seems super nice. They're well made. I don't know, you know, $300 is a lot of money, but the kind of the sum of their parts, like when they send it to you, you see on the bill, you get 3 buckets, 3 stickers, 3 gamma seals, 3 bases, 9 nuts, 15 wheels, connector plate, like all of these different parts come. And it's like, okay, well, if the buckets are 20 bucks a piece and the gamma seals are 20 bucks a piece and the bases are 20 bucks a piece, you know, there's $180 right there, and maybe the wheels are, you know, 20 bucks a set. So there's another, you know, 60 bucks on top of that. So you're easily like, there's 250 bucks right there in just parts and the grit guards. And I can see how they add up to that number. I think it's a nice set. So I think it's just one of those things where it's kind of slightly better than the alternative. But like when we're chasing this, you know, hobby of excess, it might make sense for certain people to do it. So, you know, here's what I had in the past. This is my wheel bucket. This is my wash bucket. I'm actually using it as wash and rinse right now because I cracked my other Chemical Guys bucket, which was my rinse bucket. And now I come over here and I set this here. And there's my wash and rinse. All right, so we take this bucket here, we lock it into place, and that's where that lives. And the third one, the wheel bucket, can be over here next to them. It can be in a different spot in my garage, you know, however I want to do it. So, are they worth it? I mean, they're expensive, but I think that they look really good. They're polished, they're finished, they're complete. You look at this. So this is the Chemical Guys bucket, right? It's a 3-gallon bucket. This bucket's 10 bucks. The dirt guard, grit guard, whatever you want to call it, is $10 from Chemical Guys. This dolly is 40 bucks, and it's nowhere near as good as this. So this by itself is $60 without a lid. The lid is another $10, but the Chemical Guys lids leak. So to get something like a gamma seal, it'd be more expensive than that. You know, maybe we're talking another 20 bucks. So reasonably, this here is $70, $80 a bucket with a lid. This set, I think, was $300, and that was during the giveaway. So there were actually giveaway entries tied to that. I think they're like $280 normally. So based on that, the larger casters, the heavier pieces, just the intention, the signage, the stickers are more expensive. A lot of companies make them. Chemical Guys makes them. Rag Company makes them. But you know, just the investment in the different parts that make this up, I like it's no more expensive than the sum of its parts. So is it a $300 bucket package? Yeah. Is it worth it? Probably. The stuff is just expensive. But I think it's well done, well thought out. I think that it looks good on the wall. I like having the wheel locks because it doesn't want to roll away, which is cool. And there's actually 4 of them on this double and 2 of them on the single. So that's all really nice. Yeah, I think it's a nice package. So I'll use it and I'll see how it works, but I've used the 6-gallon bucket before. I have one of them. I bought a single bucket from Obsessed Garage years ago and it works great. I just, you know, I had the Chemical Guys ones on the dollies and I've just been using those for a while. But I really like the black bucket. I think it works super well. I think it looks good in the garage. So thank you for watching and have a great day.